So when you first go to Issan, doesn't matter where it is, when you meet a girl in Pattaya, Bangkok, Phuket, Sunway, wherever you meet, the chances are this is what you'll be faced with, even if they have something like this. This house is basic, but it's a typical, what we say is a modernised original Thai house. There's far better houses than this, and there's some really nice modern ones now, but if you're lucky, this is what you'll be faced with, and maybe worse. Most of them have got land with papaya, which you can just take off the tree, and it'll just be land like this, you know, with trees, with all kind of fruit. This is a tree that grows mancut, and one of the buds. We've taken most of the mancuts off, but there are still some left, which we'll probably take in the next few days. And then there's other kinds of, you know, trees, and this is another a typical house. You know, this is what they call a house. Very basic. You know, doesn't even have windows. This house just meshing. You know, which is where I'm staying this week. And of course, you know, there's a banana tree, which are literally everywhere, and mangoes of course in the distance there, and another house next door, which is virtually the same. It tends to be always family. They own the land a long time ago, and they stay where they are, and they sell the land off, or they pass it down generation by generation, and they never get rid of it. It's always there for them. Now next door, this is not part of the family as it happens, but maybe it is someone on the land, but you can see they're just starting to build this new house. Now this will probably be the next kind of generation style Thai house. It will be better than, you know, where we are, but it will have windows this eventually. This wasn't here 3 months ago. The land was, they put the land, which you have to leave for at least a year, not 2, maybe even 3, depending on the land. And then when it settles, you can start to put the foundations in and build the posts, etc, etc, etc. So I think next time I come here, this house will probably be, I don't think it'll be finished, but it'll be a lot further along the line. Now, a lot of these houses as well don't have inside toilets. This being the original house, I mean, really, you can't really call it a house, but it is. This is Thai home in Issan, and that building there is actually a toilet, which doesn't have a European toilet, by the way, just a squatting kind of toilet, and a big blue bucket to throw water over yourself to have a shower. I mean, my wife's in there now. Hopefully in the next few videos going forward, because I'm going to start doing more, she'll be in some of them videos, and we refer to her as Mrs. TT, or maybe Mrs. Gaz, and hopefully she'll join some of the videos and speak a little bit of Thai, and I'll translate it into English best I can, whenever I can. So we're just going to go to the front. I've just killed some chickens. Maybe this is a bit boring for some of the people, but if you've only just met a Thai girl and you're not really familiar with what's going on, then this is what you're going to be up against. It's pretty basic and it's pretty normal. There's always pots and pans everywhere, but don't let that put you off. You two adapt. And this chicken here, the guy's he's sorting out for us now. Was running around 5 minutes ago, and now it's going in the pot, and we'll be eating that later. Most of they've got Thai dogs as well, most of them. This is actually not a Thai dog. It's quite a nice dog actually. And you'll get the washing outside, which obviously dries. They don't have dryers. Several motorbikes, pretty normal. And this is what you'll be faced with by the time that you spend here. There's no noise as such. There's no noisy motorbike that you get in Pattaya. There's no idiots driving around. It's pretty peaceful. If you can adapt to it, get used to it, it's great. You know, if not, it's probably not for you until you get your home comforts with your TV and your aircon and everything else. So this land they own, because this is what we call off the road, but this land where this young boy is here, from there to the road there, is owned by the government. So you can't build on there. And as in many places in Thailand, they're widening the roads. So eventually this will get widened. The normal Thai dog coming out, you know, yapping, because very territorial, these dogs in Thailand. I'll just digress a little bit there. Yeah, so basically this land here you cannot build on. It's basically government land with trees that are pretty old, you know, probably hundreds of years old, some of these trees. And another downside of being in the village is they just throw the shit everywhere, and at some point it'll get burnt. I mean, you can't be making big fires because potentially it could catch fire to all this dry land here. It sometimes happens, because you get the dead wood from the trees falls down like that pile there, and any little fire will just spread, and then you end up with this big fire right across the roadside. But I would imagine at some point this will be a 4-lane road, like many of the new ones that they've built up here in Bungan, which is Issan, just on the side of the Great Mekong River. Very quiet today because obviously we're getting towards Songkran, and it's quiet anyway generally, but it's even quieter now because people have gone away for Songkran holidays or whatever. And another thing, you know, they get the chickens, they just let them run around everywhere. You know, I don't really hate chickens, but I think there's a place for chickens, and having them walking around where you're eating, where you're living, shitting everywhere, is not good. So for me, chickens are okay, but pen them in, give them some land like this here. You'll let them roam around and eat, and that's where they stay basically. They don't come out until it's time to kill them and eat them. So yeah, a little insight to you know, what Issan is. There are places to go and see in Issan. It's not all like this, and when you get into the actual city, the main cities in Issan, like, you know, Buriram and Udon, and in my case Bungan and Nakhon Phanom, plenty of things to do and see, and a bit more modern than here in the sticks. But if you're out in the sticks, anywhere, I think maybe 1 or 2 kilometers outside the city, and the further out you go, this is what you'll be faced with. Me, I quite like it. Not 100% stay here forever, but when I'm here I enjoy the peace, the quiet. Bye for now.